While the thought of a tuberculosis case, especially at a school, can be concerning for many, health officials tell me it's not something families should be too concerned about, as it's not immediately life-threatening or an emergency.
Luckily, even if you're exposed, especially young, healthy teenagers, they're very unlikely to develop active disease.
Students and staff at Eastern Randolph High School were made aware of the tuberculosis case on May 6th, after the Randolph County Health Department sent out a letter confirming that someone had tested positive. According to the release, the student was last at the school in late April and hasn't attended school since. Infectious disease physician with Novant Health, Dr. Michael Morgan, says the concerns after a positive case now turns to exposure.
So the reason we worry about tuberculosis is it is transmissible from person to person.
And because of how close students can be in a school setting, that's why concern spreads.
In a school situation where you're in an enclosed space, in an enclosed room, it does potentially make it infectious.
Luckily, Morgan says being infected by TB is quite rare, and even testing positive does not necessarily mean you are infected.
The risk of getting infected is extremely low. So even in people in the same classroom, it is unlikely to be spread. Even if they did get tuberculosis, most of that lays dormant. Our body puts it to sleep, and so they wouldn't develop any symptoms.
But Morgan emphasizes the importance of staying cautious and getting tested if needed.
For those people who are contacted as close contacts, that's why it's so important to get those tests to make sure that it's not dormant in them, correct?
Right. So a small percentage who get exposed may develop active disease. So we don't want them to continue to spread it. The majority of the people who get infected, they get the latent disease. And that's important that that gets treated as well, as it can wake up later in our life.
The Randolph County Health Department is currently in the process of identifying anyone who may have had close contact with that student and will notify parents of students who should go get tested. In Randolph County, I'm Casey Zanowick, ABC 45 News, standing up for you.